here's a fun one. As I've mentioned many times in the past, I have been blogging since before blog was even a word. And as a passion project lately, I've decided that I want to collect everything that I've ever written online and get it all combined and post it at my personal blog. So that means digging through Internet Archive. It means going through all of my old blogs. It means doing a lot of different things to try to combine all this material together. And it's been fun to read some of this stuff and to get a glimpse at the JD of 25 years ago. And in particular, to get a glimpse at how I used to handle money, the bad habits that I had. Today, I'm going to share a couple of my old blog articles from 1998 just to give you a glimpse of the dumb things I was doing. Let's go. To kick things off, here is a web journal that I posted on Thursday, the 1st of October, 1998. So just about 22 years ago. And I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll just read the parts that I found interesting. I have been tracking rare Tintin books over the internet for the past few days, and I discovered a shop from which I could order one of these Tintin books. I intended to order it this evening after I got my paycheck. Oh boy, look at this. I can't order the book because I don't have enough money in my account because I'm living paycheck to paycheck in 1998, even though I'm making a decent salary. And what do I do as soon as I get paid? Do I pay off my debt? No, that would be smart. Instead, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to buy this Tintin book. Okay, so anyway, I received a phone call from a store in Portland that occasionally has some rare Tintin stuff. The owner, who knew I was after this rare book, told me that he had just received 4 copies. Would I be interested? Hell yes! I left work as soon as I could and drove up to buy the book. When I reached the shop in Portland, what did I find? A book about Tintin and his creator, of course. The book is in French, which I can't read, but it's beautiful. It's 256 hardbound pages of drawings and details. I paid a hefty price for the book, but I think it was worth it. Oh my God, I'm just embarrassed by my old self. And then I talk about buying more books at that bookstore and then going across the street to another bookstore and buying books there. And remember, I am deep in debt at this point, living paycheck to paycheck. I've just got paid and I've been waiting for this paycheck to come in so I can go buy this stuff. Oh my gosh. So crazy. And then at the very end, I called my wife. This was on one of those big brick-like cell phones. I called my wife to let her know where I was, and she let me know that the new cassette deck that we had ordered had arrived. Oh my gosh. So I drove out to pick it up and drove home. It was great. The only sore spot is that I spent the money I had intended to use for incidental expenses over the next 2 weeks. Oh well, I've got treasures to show for it. Oh, holy cats, you guys. Can you see what I'm doing here? I just got paid, and I've already spent all of the money that I had needed to get through the next 2 weeks. I was so dumb. But wait, there's more. Here's another post I wrote on Monday, the 5th of October, 1998, in which I do more stupid stuff with money. It's crazy. In the middle of this post, I say that I decided that this would be the perfect day for me to learn about home equity loans. I've been meaning to do something about my high credit card debt, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Rather than procrastinate once more, I walked down to the bank and talked to a woman about my options. I walked home, filled out the application, gathered all of the required documents, and then walked back. The woman was surprised when I returned to the bank with a completed application, and she promised to have everything submitted for approval before she left for vacation this weekend. A home equity loan, if approved, would allow me to consolidate all of my substantial credit card debt into one account, on which I would pay less than 9% interest. I currently pay about 17% interest on average on the credit cards. This means that I could reduce the total amount out of my pocket each month and still end up paying less interest on the debt than I would have if I just kept plugging away at the credit cards. I've applied for a loan larger than I need for debt consolidation. If I get the money, I'd like to fix the fence in the backyard, which is sagging in a sad, sad way, remodel the bathroom, build bookshelves in the library, and or get a new computer or part of one. We'll see. Oh, so what I know about this is I did end up getting that home equity loan. I did transfer my credit cards over, and then I did use this money to repair the fence in the backyard, buy bookshelves for my library, and to buy a new computer. I didn't pay off debt. I just accumulated more debt because I took out this loan. My mind boggles at some of the choices I was making back then. But you know what? I have to look at this and accept that even though I was making dumb decisions, I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't made those decisions. Yes, it would have been smarter for a younger JD to not accumulate debt. But if I hadn't accumulated the debt, if I hadn't written about paying the debt off and then learning how to manage money wisely, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be doing what I am doing today. So even though those are negative memories and I just, the thought of all the debt I was accumulating back then drives me nuts, it's okay. Because in the end, things worked out. Anyhow, I thought that was fun. I thought it was worth sharing. I hope you enjoyed it.